Hey, what is up everyone? In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the SoundPEATS Capsule 3. So these are wireless earbuds. And normally I don't do wireless earbuds because I think all of them sound pretty bad. And they're only good for convenience factors, which I don't really care too much about. But when you're working out and stuff, you definitely don't want to use a wired set. It just gets maybe a little annoying. And you're probably not critically listening anyway, so... Comes with this nice case, USB-C. And let's talk about the fit. So for me, the AirPods had the worst fit of all time. So I wasn't sure who was engineering the AirPods, but... they're just terrible. It wouldn't stay in my ear. Every time I put it in, and then I move my head, they would just fall off within minutes. So I will say these have an excellent fit. It just stays secure. I can wiggle my head, jump, run, do whatever. These are definitely not falling out of my ears. So really, really good. I do give them props for making a wireless earbud with a good fit. Yeah, pretty good. Noise cancellation, isolation. So for me, this earbud was below average in that regard because it's worse than a regular IEM in terms of the cancellation. So Apple does do that a little better in terms of blocking out the noise. To me, this just felt like noise isolation, not really cancellation. So that's that. And now let's talk about the sound quality. So surprisingly, this has a really, really good bass sound. It's tight, bouncy. It's not that tight, actually. I take that back. It's more like rumbly and bouncy. It's not like the most well-defined bass, but it's decent. It is the strong point of this. Definitely would be the bass. It just pops out of the mix. And then, yeah, it's not like the cleanest separation from the mid-bass, but... So all Bluetooth earbuds have like some sort of noise. It's like, it sounds like compression. And not just this product, but all of them, they're all compressed sounding. So this is slightly compressed. So let's say you're listening to like instruments. They sound a little like blunted, not clear, lacks note definition. It's very, very obvious. Instruments, basically the orchestra, it just sounds like it's covered by a towel. Like it's sort of veiled. So you definitely, it doesn't have like the best timbre or clarity. But that's what you get with Bluetooth earbuds. And then the treble's definitely rolled off. When you're listening to trumpets, that's a good one. Okay, so trumpets kind of sound a little muted. They definitely lacks extension and air. And even singers, like let's say you're listening to Taylor Swift, Adele, The Weeknd. When they're singing at a pretty high octave, this treble just seems rolled off. But that's with all dynamic driver IEMs. Any dynamic driver IEM you buy, or earbud, the treble is going to suffer. So when you're paying $600 to $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 for an IEM with a single dynamic driver, just watch out, because chances are it might have some of these issues. So yeah, like compared directly to the AirPods, so these definitely have a better bass sound than the AirPods. That's not even close. The AirPods to me just lacked some rumbliness, not meaty. The texture was okay. And the bass sounded more compressed on the AirPods than these. So this definitely takes the lead for the bass. And the mid-range timbre, I'm going to have to give it to the AirPods. There's just less noise with AirPods. It sounds not close to a wired pair, but closer than these to a wired pair. And then treble, they're about the same. Maybe this edges it out by a little bit, but they're pretty close. So overall, I mean, you get a good fit, get a good bass sound. You're not buying these for resolution. You're buying it for convenience. Decent case. So yeah, overall, I would say, so the noise cancellation, it needs some work. They need to figure out a better chipset or engineer it better to have more noise cancellation if that's what they're going for. And then bass is fine. Just make sure it's a little cleaner. The mids, good, but just make it better separated. Make the vocals sound even more clearer. Treble, just make sure the voices aren't muffled. Maybe add a BA in here. Try some new experiments out. I don't know. But overall, out of 5 stars, I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's good. And it's worth the look if you want to get something other than AirPods. So maybe look into these and look into the Skull Candy Grind Fuel. Those are also pretty decent. So other than that, there's not much to talk about. I think this is like the first wireless earbud I reviewed. But like, for example, like the $20 Warner just destroys it in the mids, treble, basically every category. So not bad, 3.5 out of 5. Check these out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick review. Peace.